So welcome to the World Freedom Alliance Education Pillar presentation from Martin Lantz in Sweden. This is the most amazing project that we would like to be reproduced all over the world. So handing over to you, Martin.
Thank you very much, Nigel. Let's get to the presentation. So I will start to share it with you now. So hopefully you can now see the slides. Okay, so we have called this project We Together, and it's focused now on the issues with the vaccines for children. Okay, so this project is all about helping parents find each other, the worried parent that is, and help them to organize. So we now believe that with the rollout of COVID vaccines for the youth and for children, many parents are worried. And while I have done this presentation sometimes, there comes a question, so let's address it up front. So why do we focus on the parents now when it is the youth that are the first in line for these vaccines? And the reason we're thinking that we still focus on the parents is that we think it's unlikely that we can get the young people to organize. We can certainly try to inform them, but we don't think it's likely that they will form groups and study this by themselves. Instead, we think the parents, the worried parents, we could have them form groups and start informing themselves and learn more about these vaccines. And when they know more, the parents can reach out to much more of the young people than we can. So we do this, we take these extra steps to go via the parents because we are too few in many places to have a significant, strong influence. But if we can engage the parents in most of the schools in the country, the parents can address much more people, and they can protect their own children and inform the youth. But of course, while we try to reach the parents, we will of course try to inform the young people that we meet while we do that. So in this project we have, you can say, coaches and the parent groups. And we who are well informed, we are the coaches. So we, in this project, we organize so we can help to recruit the parent groups. And the parents that we think can organize in this group are the ones that are sufficiently worried that they can spend several hours of their free time together with other parents, understanding these vaccines and the other issues as well. And when these parents that now maybe in many cases feel very isolated, when they organize in small groups, they feel and they can secure the medical freedom of their own children and influence, have a local influence on the school board, for instance. And together, we, the coaches and the parents group, we can influence nationally. So how do we go about recruiting the parent groups? So first is the contact, where we meet the parents. And this we do in pairs with vests, so they can see us, we are seen. And then we have flyers, that is an invitation. We do this wherever we have parents that have the same interest. So that is the children in the same school. So this could be outside school at pickup time, for instance. But all other places where we find parents, we can do this. When we meet the parents, we are not there to convince anyone or have arguments. The only thing we want to do is to invite the parents to a meeting later this week, perhaps the day after. During this meeting, we meet in a relaxed place, maybe a cafe in nearby. We talk a little bit about this vaccine, but mostly we talk about this project. And we explain that we have a informational program, fact-based program about the vaccines and the illness. And we suggest that these parents, they form groups and together they study this program. And to make sure that they have a good start, we have a program that we suggest certain topics first week, and the second week it's other set of topics, and so on. And then, of course, the parents do this in any order and discuss whatever interests them. And during next meeting, we make sure that everyone exchanges contact details, maybe organize their own Telegram group so they are in contact. And this parent group, they meet weekly to talk about this, what worries them, and study the vaccine and the illness. And then we believe that we don't need to try to tell them the bigger story. In their discussions together, they will most likely find it out by themselves. So we focus on the core, what they really worry about right now. And this parents group can be the foundation of a bigger popular movement when there is parent groups on each school in the country. And these parents now, with these groups, they can support each other. They can have community, and we supply informational tools, maybe of the legal situation, what is right, what is wrong, and help them to address the school board or the principal. And when this parent group is formed, we want to make sure that they continue their work. So the coaches, they continue to motivate the parents, so they have regular contacts, several contacts a month. They come to visit the parent group, and they can organize presentations and put the parent group in contact with other local parents, so in the neighboring school, for instance. And in this way, the parent groups form a bigger network. The coaches themselves are also organizing, so they meet weekly to plan their activities and reconnect their experience from this, what I have learned talking to the parents, what works better and what doesn't. And so there is also a network of coaches nationwide. And it is not this conversations that happens outside when we talk to parents. It could be not trivial. So we want to make sure that the coaches have the best chance to recruit the parents group. So that's why we arrange training for the coaches. And one part is during this training is to describe the project itself, but mostly it's about the role of the coach and how you can act in all these conversations with parents. There will be difficult questions sometimes, and we want to help the parents handle this question in the best way possible. So we will have a role playing where the coaches ask each other difficult questions and try to answer them in a good way. And when we are meeting the parents, we want to be we don't want to force our ideas. We want to have them ask the questions. So we mostly listen to the questions of the parents. And this training we have planned in central cities around the country. And also during this training, the coaches are also given the vests and the flyers that they need when meeting the parents. And this project started a little bit more than 1 month ago. And then it was initially only 4 of us. And now we have seen a strong interest, national interest. So we believe we can be many hundred coaches involved in this project. And if we just do a simple numbers exercise, if we say that one coach can recruit 10 parent groups, and maybe there is then 5 parents in each group, it means that one coach can engage 50 parents. And this parent, given enough time, they will become as informed as we are now. So we could start with 4, but over time we could be as much as 25,000 parents now actively trying to influence and change our future in a good way. And in Sweden, 25,000 parents is about 1% of all the parents. So it will make a difference.